everybody, and welcome back to Kingdom Hearts Character Files. Today, we are reading the last character file for Chapter 2. Chapter 2, just gotta get to this first page. Chapter 2 is The Real Organization 13 and the Forces of Darkness. And the last profile we are doing is Pete. Pete has always been something. He appears at Birth by Sleep, 358 by 2 days, Kingdom Hearts 2, Kingdom Hearts Recoded, Kingdom Hearts 1 as well, Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance, Kingdom Hearts 3. Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind as well. I believe is in Kingdom Hearts 1. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure. My brain's kind of fuzzy right now, because I've woken up like an hour and a half ago, and yeah. Not fully awake. I'm drinking coffee though. But he's a gillless hooligan. I think I said that right. Guileless? Gillyless? I don't know. Oh, fucking, I don't care. I don't care. I can't read. Dyslexia. That's me. The guy with dyslexia. Reading. Son of a bitch. Alright, Pete's story. Villain among villains.
Hey, you. Seen any bad guys around here?
I don't know. I tried. I give up. Unbelievably, Pete asked this. And, of course, we pointed to him in response. I mean, it had to be Pete, who is doing bad stuff. But in that world, a mysterious black and white place called Timeless River, we got to from the Hall of the Cornerstone in Disney Castle. Pete was a bit different.
Who are you? New around here?
Cut the act. I was about to get my Keyblade out again, but Pete fell on his backside as he was trying to stand up. Probably because Donald cast a spell on him before.
Ooh, ow.
Something doesn't seem quite right here. Are you sure you're Pete? Goofy was puzzled, and we finally realized that this guy wasn't the Pete we were used to.
Well, of course I'm Pete. I'm the captain of the steamboat. So stop bothering me, see? So hit the road. I gotta go find the little runt who stole my boat.
We looked at Pete, who was complaining as he rubbed his back, and then we looked at each other. Gosh, maybe we made a mistake. I tried. Whatever. Woo. I'm starting to think the same thing. He hasn't even called any Heartless. Goofy and I whispered while Donald listened. Then Goofy went to help Pete up. Sorry we attacked you, Captain Pete.
Oh, yeah. Well, if you're really sorry, then go find my steamboat. Oh, my aching back.
He had finally stood up when he said this, but he fell down again. Maybe because his back hurt so bad. Maybe because his back hurt so bad. So we decided to look for his stolen boat. But on the way, we helped Mickey, who, like Pete, was King Mickey, but not. And finally, we found the steamboat, Willie.
My steamboat.
Pete started running toward the boat, which the Pete we knew had boarded. Jeez, this sure was confusing.
Shut up. Your future's on the line, Pally. So back off and give me the boat.
The Pete we knew yelled back at the other Pete, and the boat we began to sail off as the whistle blew. Excuse me. We jumped onto the boat. The other Pete followed. The weight made the boat shake, and the Pete we knew slipped and fell into the river. And with that, everything was settled. At least, I thought it was. The Pete who fell in the river reached the riverbank and made squelching sounds as he ran off.
You pay for this?
The other Pete jumped off the boat. We looked at each other and ran after Pete, who ran after Pete. The next thing we saw was Pete and Pete duking it out.
Hey, take this. Ow, 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 ow. Here. You're still wet behind the ears. I don't know which is which.
Oh, I don't know which is which. Fuck, I don't know how to do Donald's voice. Whatever. Oh, shoot, I forgot to do this. I was too into reading how the Pete's fought. Donald looked puzzled as he walked around and around, the two yelling at each other. The only difference between them was their clothes. Well, that's not completely true, but I really couldn't tell who was who when they were fighting each other. That's pretty fucking easy if you ask me. The fucking clothes is entirely different. Their faces are too, in a way. One Pete got knocked away, and I could finally tell them apart now that they're separated. The one knocked away was the Pete of this world. We stood in front of the Pete we knew as he tried to run away. Then try us. We ran after Pete like we were in a chase scene. Scooby-Doo style. I'm joking. I remember all this when I was playing a game. Oh, god damn it. There, you just downloaded a promo game for the film. All that told me about a game I could download to my gummy phone. I found and played all kinds of games in a lot of worlds, but the world in this game somehow had an atmosphere, kind of like Timeless River. Like how it was black and white. Who says this? Oh. I'm next, or whatever. I can't do a Donald voice. That is the one thing I can't do. I just can't. Donald took the gummy phone from me and peered at the screen. Donald, there's no way you could beat my high score. Yeah, right. Here I go. I think the both of you have about the same skill. Goofy looked at the screen from behind Donald and me in the game. King Mickey and I were sliding down a snowy mountain, trying to catch up to Pete with Pete. I remember this game. I fucking love it. That reminds me. I wonder how the Pete in Timeless River is doing right now. The Pete we knew seemed to be planning something with Maleficent again, but aside from his involvement with Maleficent, it's kind of hard to hate him somehow. He feels a bit special because he goes to the different worlds with us and changes his appearance to match those worlds. And it seems like he's known Donald, Goofy, and King Mickey for ages too. I bet he's gonna be around for a long time. Whee! Alright, back to page 1 after we pull this shit down. Actually, just right. Alright, cool. Yeah, so we're just gonna adjust all these, fit the sizes. Slip them. There we go. There we go. I'm so bad at doing Donald voice. I'm never gonna be able to do it. I think it's because of my voice. And the fact I can't do this fucking scream or whatever. The sound he makes. I know he's a duck, I just can't, like, I can't mimic a voice or sound. Yeah, I can't mimic the voice or sound of him. It doesn't bother me. It does bother me, honestly. It really bothers me. I tried so hard. Okay. Yeah. So this is the Pete at the top right by the games he appears in. That little corner one right there. That's the one where he's in Birth by Sleep and he's racing against Tara and whoever else does the racing. I think I'm just gonna leave it like that. I don't care. Excuse me. Right.
I say we finish him off while we can.
Maleficent's underling who stands in the way of Sora and company with his large body. Oh, that's mean. When Pete is imprisoned in the lanes between by Queen Minnie as punishment for causing trouble in town, Maleficent rescues him and puts him in her debt in Birth by Sleep. So he becomes her henchman from then on. He's hot-tempered and violent, but also somewhat dumb. Maleficent often scolds him for it. He and King Mickey have known each other for a long time and have some sense of rivalry between them. How Pete looks in the Pride Lands. Pete transformed into a lion with a magnificent mane. Honestly, true. This can be seen in the Pride Lands and Kingdom Hearts 2. Which that boss was a serious... Actually, it wasn't a pain in the ass. It was pretty easy, if I'm being honest. It was difficult at a point, and then it was easy when I did it again at some point.
That's Captain Justice.
Pete disguised himself as a hero of justice in order to win the prize in a popularity contest. But his true identity is obvious. However, he gets angry and denies it when someone calls him Pete.
I'm 100% positive you're the victims of sabotage. And we all gotta play by the rules, rookie.
Pete appears as Rogue Racer, disguised in shadows. Mistaking Tara for a rookie, he acts cocky as he tells the young man that everyone has to play by the rules.
Wait, what?
Pete is indignant that he didn't win the prize. Queen Minnie gently admonishes him. But he doesn't listen, so the guards drag him away.
Just get me out of here and you can tell me what to do.
It's Maleficent who saves Pete when he floats through the lanes between. He says he'll do whatever she wants if she gets him out. And she shows him into a corridor of darkness. This is where their connection begins.
Oh, then you can count on me. Just get me out of here.
Ah, yeah, that's the first part of that. Okay.
You? You're the ones that did it.
In front of Yensid's tower, Pete is shocked when he hears that Maleficent has been defeated, and he sets Heartless on Sora's group.
What are you new two Nimrods doing here?
Huh.
Pretty soon, the underworld's gonna be standing room only.
Pete confidently speaks his mind to Hades, who's failed to deal with Hercules, but when he realizes Hades is glaring at him with a scary look on his face, he seems frightened. Oh wait, no, it's still the same page. Jesus, I thought I was on the next page already. Sorry.
Your future's on the line, pal. You pay for this.
Under orders from Maleficent, Pete steals the cornerstone of light in the past, seizes a boat from his past self, and flees. However, Sora's group stops him.
Heh, you're still wet behind the ears.
He sends the Pete of the past flying with a straight right, but he ends up being defeated when Sora and company jump in to help. He has no choice but to give up on the cornerstone of light and use the door to go home. I know how my Pete voice is going. I'm trying, at least.
Hey, this ain't over.
Pete and Barbossa work together on a plan to achieve their respective goals of defeating Sora's group and breaking the curse, but it ends in failure.
Well, if you see two doofuses and a brat holding a keyblade, steer clear. Stop your whining and hand it over.
Pete plans to bring back Jafar, who's imprisoned in the lamp, and turns him into a powerful heartless. That's what I meant to say. Sora gets in his way, and although Pete sends Genie Heartless at him, the creatures are defeated. There we go. Thank you. I don't think that's his voice. The uniqueness of the Petes. In addition to Captain Pete of Timeless River, page 124, which we are 11 pages from, a variant of other Petes appear throughout the series. In some cases, not only does he look different in each incarnation, but his personality partially changes as well. In Birth by Sleep, you can meet Captain's Dark Injustice in Disney Town, and he's on page 122. All of them are just on 122 to 124. Oh, right. Oh, wait, hold on. I am going to read the pictures as well.
What's you punks' beef with me anyway? I am Captain Dark. Now then, let's get right down to your inauguration mission.
Oh, that one's in Dream Drop Distance. In the country of the Musketeers. Fucking love that place so much. The Three Musketeers world, he appears as a captain. Oh, here we go. Right back to Kingdom Hearts 2 and Kingdom Hearts Coded.
If I were you, I'd be more worried about my friends. Well, they're all yours, Scar.
Pete is unused to being a lion, and his movements are clumsy. He faces Sora, who's shocked by this, and retorts that Sora should be more worried about his friends. Then he tells Scar, "They're all yours," and leaves.
What, like abandoned ship? I don't think so.
That one sounded like Boomstick from fucking whatever the hell it's called. I haven't watched it in a while. Death Battle, that's what it is. King Mickey has become a fine mouse. Calls Pete Captain, and Pete remembers the old days. He decides not to run away and instead clears a path for the king and the others. He and Maleficent stand up against a mass of Heartless.
Now looky here. Opportunities like this don't come along every day, you know.
I don't know why he laughs.
Playing dumb, eh?
After entering the datascape, Pete responds with a burst of laughter to the surprise of King Mickey and the others at seeing him on the monitor. He states that this world belongs to him, and then he disappears to some other place.
Do you think we're getting anywhere with this Colossus? Yeah, but Maleficent. I think Pipsqueak here may have a point.
In a mysterious room, Neo Darkseid attacks Pete and Maleficent. Sora tells them to escape, but Maleficent doesn't listen to him. As they're arguing, the two villains are attacked and hurled away. So, Coded, I never played Coded because I couldn't get it. I always wanted to. I love the series still, though.
Thug works for me. Thug works for me.
I don't know how to say that. When Pete has Queen Minnie as a hostage, he's called a thug, but he simply makes a joke in return. However, Maleficent scolds him for his petty behavior.
Wouldn't want her royal Minnie Mousiness to get a boo-boo. How dare you thwart me in the nick of time?
I don't know how he sounds in that one. I can't remember. That was Dreamtop Distance.
What? Impossible.
I still don't know. I can't remember. In the country of the Musketeers, Captain Pete appears as a bad guy who wants to take the throne. And he's the one behind the kidnapping of the princess. Sorry. I was just really struggling just then. I don't know why.
Are you sure this box with the Book of Prophecies is real? Is for reals?
I don't think I can do the voice anymore. My head's starting to hurt a little bit. Relying on information from Hades, Pete digs in the Garden of Olympus, and Maleficent watches. Pete is delighted to have found Pandora's box, but Maleficent coldly tells him to leave it.
What? After all that digging?
God.
Who's he? Friend of yours?
Dark Riku appears behind Pete and Maleficent as the two are walking down the street at night. He gives Maleficent a warning, but Pete is heedless and asks Maleficent if she knows him. God damn it.
That's it? But when's the big moment? When's the big moment?
I can't do it anymore. When Pete vents about his frustration with the search for the box to Maleficent, she quickly brings the search to an end. She explains why and tells him that they simply need to wait. But in the end, he still doesn't really understand.
Is that some kind of riddle? Just where are we supposed to be looking?
God. Pete's Chronicles in 358 by 2 days goes to Agrabah and Neverland to find powerful Heartless, but Roxas stops him. Funny. In Kingdom Hearts 2, appears in a video seen by Sora and company where he's being he's being worked hard by the resurrected Maleficent. In Kingdom Hearts Coded, calls for Maleficent to come to the datascape. Is saved by Data Riku that when caught inside a rift in the data and recoded.
I'd say with that we're onto something huge, eh, Maleficent?
takes an interest in Maleficent's talk about the Book of Prophecies and data. And that is it. So, next time, we are going to be doing chapter 3, which we will be starting with Station of Awakening. And so Station of Awakening, Destiny Islands, and Disney Castle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Yeah. So we'll be starting with Station of Awakening, Destiny Islands, and Disney Castle. And with that, thank you all for joining. I really appreciate you all joining. I've had a lovely time reading for you all. I'm not gonna get into too much detail, but I do have a role. That's all I'm gonna leave it with. I have a role. And I'm shortlisted for another. Those are 2 things I'm gonna leave it with. But if you want to see me streaming, you can go catch me in my links that are in the description for Twitch and Kick, as well as my husband's Twitch and then his business. If you want to get the book for yourself, the link for it will be in the description. And yeah, Dead at Disco comes out today as well. I wish I could fucking play it, but I don't have the money for it. So, yeah. Thank you all for joining. I really appreciate you all joining. And I will see you guys next time. Peace out, peeps. I love y'all.